Today, from Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin, it's a special Saturday edition of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Green Bay Packers taking on the Seattle Seahawks.
And we come to you from one of the truly iconic stadiums in the NFL as you get a look at Lambeau Field here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Today it's a preseason matchup as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Green Bay Packers. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis with you, and now we sit, CD, at week 3 of the preseason, and this is the one that the coaches probably think is pretty valuable, right?
Certainly. This is the dress rehearsal. This is the one where your starters are going to play. You might even game plan a little bit more than you do with a normal preseason game, and then you've got to decide, do you bring them back after halftime and get them going again in the third quarter so they're ready to go when the regular season begins? I'm eager to see how these coaches will handle that.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. So the Seahawks ready to take over on offense, and it is a first-time Pro Bowler who leads them out, Charles, in his 11th year now, Geno Smith.
When the Seahawks named Smith the starter last season, it gave him an opportunity he wasn't sure he would get again. And then he became one of the best quarterbacks in football and sustained it across a full 17 games, winning Comeback Player of the Year. Saved his career with last season and keeps the Seahawks as true contenders.
They run with the second-year man. It's Kenneth Walker. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. Throwing now is Geno. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. You know, last week I remember asking you, what would an offensive coordinator be looking for week 2 of the preseason? Now we're in week 3. Defensive coordinator-wise, what's he looking at?
For the most part in preseason, you're playing pretty basic stuff, pretty vanilla defenses. You're looking for guys that play with abandon, that just go out and make plays and kind of let their athletic ability take over in order for you to notice them.
They'll fake it. Now Smith. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Smith now to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force the... to the ground, and 4th down now coming up. And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. Here comes Reed. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. So now it's the Packers' turn to go on offense for the first time. They'll be led out by a first-round pick in the 2020 draft out of Utah State. This is Jordan Love.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. A guy coming off a career high in rushing yards last year. Here's Aaron Jones. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Love. Leaping, and he makes the grab. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 33. A gain there of 21 yards.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10, down at the 33. They'll try the right side with Jones. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. They'll go again to Jones. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. Love now. This one swung out here to Jones. And out of bounds right around the 20. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. Jordan Love ready on first down here. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Draymond Jones. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. On 2nd down, it's Jones. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
But if you're going to have a relay race, you're probably going to pick your backs and receivers to run it, but don't underestimate the conditioning of the offensive line. They're out there just dictating things, staying on the field, and keeping a long drive going.
He's got Watson. It's caught. Touchdown, Packers. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Packers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. He'll get 4 yards on the carry there, and we will get to the end of the first quarter of play. 6-0 our score after one. Smith. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down. Now Smith. This is Fant on the short completion. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and it's second down. To throw is Smith. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Rashawn Gary from that outside linebacker spot gets in there. It's a loss of 9. Tell you what, he did not have much time there to scan the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defensive front won their play really quickly? Meaning the guys in front of them had almost no chance to block them. They were on him in a hurry.
3rd and long, it's Smith. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Preston Smith comes in for the sack.
These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon.
Oh, the return is Reed. A very good punt, but a 16-yard return. And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
This could end up being a pretty big drive. I mean, look, yes, it's early in this game, but they scored the touchdown. They got the stop. And now if they could get in the end zone here again, CD, they could grab an early stranglehold on this one.
Yeah, they certainly can, and that's what you're looking for. Where's the advantage? Can you gain it? Can you press it? Now for them, finishing it off because right now it's out there for them. They've just got to go seize it.
And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
From the 44-yard line, here's a 2nd and 8.
Now Love. Buying time to his left. He finds his man complete. That's Reed. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Up the middle, Jones. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
We remind you coming up at halftime. Charles, you want a way to enhance your Saturday?
I do.
I know you do. I've got the thing just for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Cochran, standing by in Orlando to take us through the weekend in the NFL. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as a tackle is going to be made at the Seahawks 21. Love now to pass on 1st down. He'll find Jones again, complete. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Another 1st down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here. They go back to the ground with Jones. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal. Throwing. Love. Flushed out right. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay.
Jordan Love taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Packers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Another impressive drive. So they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced a punt to get the ball back, and they played awfully well in this one. Both sides playing at optimal level.
Carlson's extra point up and good. And the lead now stands at 13. Carlson back out there now to send this one away. Dwayne Eskridge elects to bring it out. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They're certainly in need of some kind of points here before the end of the half. A field goal or something. Being shut out right now, they could really use some momentum before they head into halftime. And Smith's throw into the hands of Fant. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Smith on first down. And he wisely will throw that one away. These offensive starters still out there in the second quarter. You would think the plans for them to at least play into the third quarter, if not all the way through it.
Yeah, it might go by feel. If they have a really good first drive to start the third quarter, they might pull them after that. If not, might leave them out there a little bit longer, but I'll guarantee this, they'll be gone by the start of the fourth quarter.
Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Throwing again is Smith. Well, there's Lockett pulling in a tough grab. And they will get the first down here as they move into field goal range as well, inside the 25. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Now it's Smith. Returning right back to Lockett. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. A shotgun snap for Smith. This one goes underneath to Walker. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. Week 3 of the preseason is here. Everyone wrapping up their exhibition schedule. No games for the league on Labor Day weekend. And then it all begins. The 17-game regular season gets underway on the Thursday after Labor Day with the NFL kickoff game. In our game, expect to see the starters for at least one more drive. Something to look forward to as we get you back out to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
On the return, Corey Ballantyne. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
First down, going to the air with Love. Steps away to his left. He's going to fire one, corner of the end zone. He was looking for his running back, Aaron Jones, that time. And it's second down. An inside give to Jones. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down. Here's Love. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sight. But he could not reel it in. And this one is right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
Sticking with Walker on second down. And he'll fight for a couple as the tackle is made at about the 32. Third down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jaire Alexander. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. And right about now, you start to think, and maybe they're starting to think, gosh, maybe points aren't going to happen for us in this game.
Well, it's a that is worth having because so far in this game, this defense has not just had the upper hand. They've appeared to be a step ahead, maybe even 2 steps to everything they've done. They've had an answer for everything this offense has thrown at them.
49 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. Lambeau Field, one of the best home field advantages in the NFL, no doubt. And they're a happy bunch here as the Packers lead third quarter. Now a throw here to his running back. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
A 5-yard gain there makes it first and goal. As we surmise, Charles, most of the starting units still out there for this third quarter. First time this preseason that they played into the second half.
And that's by design. Most of the time by this point of the preseason, you want them to go into the half, cool down, and then come back out and warm up to start the third quarter like you would a regular season game. That's exactly what they wanted to get done.
These fifth-rounders, and to use him as an example, maybe you take a little bit of a flyer on someone, hope you hit goal.
Exactly, because when you get into the 5th round, you're usually not counting on him to become a starter.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. So that, Charles, maybe the play that this defense has been looking for.
They've hung in there, and if they lose this game, it won't be from a lack of effort on their part. The key question is, can the offense finally do something? Because we're into the third quarter, and a 0 is still glowing on the scoreboard.
Here's Walker to start the drive. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, Smith. That's to the rookie, Jackson Smith-Njigba. Now first catch for the Ohio State rookie. He's got a first down. Geno now to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. On 2nd down, it's Walker looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You're watching preseason football on EA Sports. First throw now for the backup lock. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Rashawn Gary picks up his second sack of the afternoon. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Now Locke, got to have this one. Trying to lay one up deep. And this one is incomplete. Pete Carroll rolled the dice, but it didn't work out. And now, goodness, possession's going to go over right at the 10-yard line. So they really needed points here in a two-score game. Could not come away with anything there on fourth.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. Touchdown, Packers! Boom, Melton from 10 yards out. And the Packers have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the fourth quarter after that one, CD. And he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence, because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
So now Carlson, after the touchdown, called on to send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the fourth quarter. They're just trying to erase that 0 on the scoreboard, Charles, and get some type of momentum to carry into the film session tomorrow.
If you get any type of points on the board, it'll count as a moral victory, although no one will talk about that in the post-game press conference. That's not something you mentioned in the NFL. And this loss, it already stings and will for a while, but everyone that offense knows it'll sting a lot worse if they don't put some points up on the board.
Back-to-back good plays have a on the move on first down. From the gun, it's Locke. That's into the hands of Parkinson, the tight end. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
From the 38 now, here comes 2nd and 8.
Locke looks to throw it again. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. The Seahawks on third down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Locke going to throw. And this throw will be intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it. This spot in the fourth quarter with that deficit, had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
On first down, Goodson to the 27-yard line.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. On third down, here's Dillon.
No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down.
So here now the rookie sixth-rounder, Anders Carlson, for the Packer field goal.
He hit his first, this one from 40 yards out. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a fourth down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. And this one is right through, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
It's been a tough go for them. It's still without any points here in the fourth quarter and a big deficit, Charles, but they moved the football on some drives. They just haven't had any points.
Yeah, I know in their minds they're thinking the game plan has actually been working. We just haven't scored points. Well, isn't that the bottom line, partner? To put points on the board? So if you're moving it and you're not scoring, is it really working? Right now, they've got nothing left to lose. They might as well go for broke.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. From the gun on third down, Locke. He's got him in, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Locke. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. How about one last great play defensively, and that should, for all intents and purposes, finish off this shutout.
That's as good a defensive performance as we've seen in a long time. And I know as a team they will celebrate, but I will guarantee you the defensive guys, they'll get together somewhere and have their own private celebration. A shutout, that's something to be cherished.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Running up the middle, here's Dillon.
They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Again, it's Dillon.
And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
But they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field. So you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Packers are winners here as we say so long from Lambeau.